This Snorlax is a fat boy, but that might not be such a bad thing. Hey everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Back Battles. Today we're going to be using a brand new team. In the last episode, we were able to finally finish off the Rain team. And today we're going to be using a brand new team featuring Pledge, which is a strategy or move combination where it involves using the moves Grass Pledge and Water Pledge. Specifically for this team, there is also Fire Pledge, and the effect using the Grass and Water Pledge combined, it's a combination attack actually, which allows me to get the Swamp on my opponent's side of the field. If you don't know what the Swamp does, for 4 turns, it will decrease the opponent's speed of all of my opponent's Pokemon to 1/4. So it's pretty interesting. So we have Silvally, Inteleon, Snorlax, Arcanine, Togekiss, and Excadrill. Let's get started and play some games. So this team's really simple. We're going to be using Snorlax once again. We're going to be using the Gigantamax form this time with that Snorlax. And what the Snorlax is going to do, hopefully, it's going to be able to do some work with its G Max Replenish, if you don't know what that does. And the G Max Replenish, what it does specifically is that every time that Snorlax uses the max normal type move, which is the max G Replenish, it will have a 50% chance to recover the berry that it has consumed. So we do have that chance, and with the pledge we can set up the Snorlax. The Snorlax is actually very fast, which is different from like a Trick Room variant Snorlax. It's more fast. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. We got an opponent here with the team of Corsola, I don't know what the sand snake is called. Sandra something. I don't remember. Grimmsnarl, the Whimsicott, Gyarados, and Chandelure. So pretty interesting team overall. Looks like my opponent does have some kind of unique stuff here. I kind of wish I had Taunt on the Inteleon now that I think about it. Taunt would be pretty cool right here. What do I want to go here specifically is my question. I don't know if this is a Trick Room team. Doesn't look like Parasong. Nothing gets Parasong, so we might see the G-Max Sand Snake here. I'm not sure. I'm going to pick Silvally and Inteleon. I do want to set up the Pledge, I think. I do want to get Snorlaxes in as my Dynamax Mon, and I think I want to go my Togekiss, the Arcanine, Choice Bandit could put in work here. Not exactly too sure. I don't really like Excadrill in this game at all. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with those 4, and we will see how this goes. So main strategy of this team is to get the advantage using the Pledge here, get that combination attack off, and then set up my Snorlax, which is pretty easy to do actually. We're utilizing Parting Shot from Silvally, which is actually pretty nice over here. Some might be wondering, why am I using a Berry Silvally? Well, one, it was actually supposed to be a Life Orb, but then I realized that I had 2 Focus Sash users on the team. So I switched it to Berry, and I'm not using the Grass Memory, which would turn Silvally into a Grass-type Pokemon. But the thing is, I don't want to turn into the Grass-type Pokemon. I'm not sure exactly where I want to go for the direction of this team, but I felt like I wouldn't get Pledge against Charizard, and I feel like that's a Pokemon I do want to get Pledge against. So not exactly too sure of how I'm going to formulate future game plans, but let's see here. We're going to see the Whimsicott plus the Gyarados lead, okay, which is interesting, against my Silvally and Inteleon. So I can go for the Pledge right away, and that's actually pretty good, because even if my opponent gets Tailwind, I'll still be faster than both my opponent's Pokemon. And yeah, I really do like that option here, so I am going to fire off the Grass Pledge and the Water Pledge straight away. I could also go for Icy Wind here, which wouldn't be too bad, and Air Slash to knock out the Whimsicott, but I feel like if you're going to get Tailwind up, I might as well just go for the Pledge anyway, because it will waste a turn to Tailwind, and my opponent won't be faster than me anyway. So, yep, we'll go for the Pledge into Gyarados here. We are going to see that Tailwind come out, and let's see what the Gyarados goes for. It's going to be the Power Whip into the Inteleon slot, which makes sense, but luckily what we have here is an Inteleon that is holding that Focus Sash item, so we will be able to survive any attack here and get the Pledge off into the Gyarados. It's a combined attack. This should still do a decent amount to the Gyarados, even if I'm not Life Orb. Yeah, because it's base power 160, which isn't too bad here. And a Swamp. Man, I like the old Swamp effect more. Alright, we'll go for the Icy Wind here, and I think an Air Slash, because I can knock out the Whimsicott. I could also go for the knock on the Gyarados, but I'm not exactly too sure if the Gyarados is going to attack here. I could try to Parting Shot into Snorlax right here, but I don't see the need to, because my opponent might just try to knock out the Inteleon here. So Air Slash into the Whimsicott. That's a bulky Whimsicott. That took it way better than I anticipated. Icy Wind is going to come out here. Is this Trick Room Whimsicott? I almost knocked out the Whimsicott with Icy Wind, which is nice here. And let's see what the Snorlax goes for. I mean, the Gyarados goes for as well as the Whimsicott. We flinched a Whimsicott, but it wasn't going for the attack here, it looks like. It's Silvally going to eat a Waterfall, taking a decent amount of damage. But overall, I think it's not too bad here. I don't know what kind of Gyarados this is. I could Icy Wind again and Air Slash the... or I could go for Water Pledge. I could Ice Shard the Whimsicott to prevent anything from going on, and then I could get a Grass Pledge off. And I think Grass Pledge would knock out the Gyarados at that range, so I am going to go for the Ice Shard attack into the Whimsicott, because I'll get it off before anything the Whimsicott can do. So we'll knock out the Whimsicott here, which is pretty nice. And my opponent hasn't Dynamaxed yet, but whatever is going to be trapped in, I can Icy Wind and have my Snorlax be faster than later. The Grass Pledge going to come out into the Gyarados. Does miss the knockout. Power Whip going to come out, though, into the Inteleon once again. Surprised about the Power Whip. Waterfall was going to KO anything that I brought out. So I'm actually very surprised about that play, but I mean, I guess that works out. We can bring out our Snorlax now and try to set the Belly Drum potentially. We'll see what my opponent decides to bring in the back. Because we'll bring out the Snorlax here in the Pledge against the... Okay, it is that thing. Okay. I can go for an Icy Wind. Do I want to risk it being Weakness Policy? I think I do. I don't know if it can knock out my Snorlax. Maybe the better play is just to go into Togekiss here. Yeah, I don't want to risk it. I'm going to bait out the ground type attack in the Snorlax, because if it is Weakness Policy, I don't want that happening. I really don't want that happening. So I'll bring out this Togekiss right here. Against the Dynamax Pokemon that is coming out, it looks like it is going to be that Sand Snake, which I was hoping that I would learn the name of from this, but it looks like it's not. It is going to be that G-Max form, it looks like, so okay. Now the question is it Weakness Policy, because that's actually going to be pretty concerning if it is Weakness Policy. Well, let's see. Again, Icy Wind off. I guess I could have just went for the Grass Pledge into the Gyarados, but I really want the speed advantage. Let's see. Oh, it summons the Sandstorm with Sand Spit as its ability. Huh. I thought it only worked if I knocked out the Pokemon. Okay. VMAX Sandblast into Togekiss. Cool. Okay. So we already... That's actually a pretty good turn for us. It's not Weakness Policy. We got the speed advantage right here. Tailwind's petered out. The Swamp disappears, but I think we're in a pretty good position still regardless. We have 3 Pokemon. My opponent only has 2 turns of Dynamax. We haven't even Dynamaxed yet with either of our Pokemon. We're going to see the Chandelure come out. Okay. Revealing is shiny. Okay. I realistically don't think I have to target down the Chandelure in order to win the game. So I'm actually going to Parting Shot because I want to lower that defense here. And I think I'm going to actually Dynamax my Togekiss because I don't think I need to Dynamax Snorlax in order to win this game. So I am going to go for the Max Airstream into the Chandelure and bring out my Snorlax because my Snorlax is thick fat. It can take down the Chandelure pretty easily. So we'll bring out our Togekiss Dynamax here. And if it's focused at Chandelure, I think it goes down anyway. I want to preserve my Silvally because I think it could actually beat down this Sand Snake Pokemon. So let's see. Parting Shot going to come out. We're going to lower its attack and special attack by 1 stage, which is really something cool about Silvally. We will be able to switch out here and bring out our Snorlax once again. Looks like we're not going to G-Max the Snorlax in this game, but we probably will be in future games, so do not worry. We're going to see the Max Airstream come out into the Chandelure, which does a good amount of damage. Not actually going to be able to pick up the knockout after Sand, which is fine still. And we'll see what my opponent decides to do. It's going to be the Heat Wave coming out from the Chandelure, doing a lot to the Togekiss actually. That might be Specs, I don't know yet. Weakness Policy, going to activate from the Togekiss after this Max Rockfall. Nice, nice. Okay, awesome. Let's see who's faster between the Snorlax and the Chandelure. Chandelure is still faster. Okay. I mean, it's fine. I knock out the Chandelure with the Airstream to protect. I kind of want to recycle just in case my opponent targets down the Snorlax. Although I think my opponent has to target down the Togekiss anyway. Should I Belly Drum? I might as well Belly Drum. Yeah, I think Belly Drum's fine. I'm going to Airstream the Chandelure stock, because I get a guaranteed knockout on the Chandelure this turn, even if it protects here. I don't think Chandelure gets ally switch if I remember correctly. And what I can do is I force my opponent to pick one target, since my opponent can only target one target. And either I'm going to have a +2 Togekiss with Dynamax still available for one more turn, or I'm going to have a Belly Drum Snorlax, which is pretty solid here. So we will gain a +2 speed boost with our Snorlax. So let's see if we can outspeed the Sand Snake. I wouldn't be surprised if we do. Yeah, we do. Okay, so Belly Drum gonna come out, and this Snorlax is looking to do some damage if it survives the turn. So we'll munch on the berry, and let's see what my opponent does with the Sand Snake. It's going to be the G-Max Sandblast, targeting down the Snorlax. It is at -1, and I am max defense, so maybe I'll survive this. I do actually survive this. Very nice, very nice. That's really good here, as now I have multiple Pokemon that can just do damage right here. And yeah, we can just go for a Double Edge into a Dazzling Gleam here. Oh wait, will I survive the turn? Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. I forgot. I totally forgot about that. Okay, that's fine still. I totally forgot that I thought it trapped you in, but I forgot it traps you in using the effect of Sand Tomb. Oh, that's completely a mistake. Well, I mean, no matter what, my plan was pretty much the same anyway. I expected Snorlax to go down regardless. We can go for a Grass Pledge into a Max Airstream into the I think it's Sandaconda or Sandconda is his Pokemon, but I'm not exactly too sure if that is the actual name. But we do knock it out with the +2 Max Airstream from the Togekiss, and we do pick up a victory. So, Pledge starting off strong here. And yeah, as you can see, my opponent got the Tailwind, but I was still able to get speed momentum against my opponent. I'm still surprised that Whimsicott took that Air Slash very well, because Inteleon has pretty decent special attack overall. I know it's not stab or anything, but Whimsicott's not exactly the bulkiest Pokemon in the world. So, yeah. Let's see what my opponent's team was. A Violet, Corsola, Amnesia. Yep. This Sand Snake Pokemon, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Fire Fang, Protect, Sand Spit. Okay, so the ability works by hit by an attack. I thought it was when it got knocked out, which makes more sense. Wait, Prism Berry? Why is it Persianberry? Huh? Okay, that's a new one. Does somebody on this team have confusion? I feel like that's a mistake. Oh, Swagger. Yeah, this is a Swagger. Okay, that makes more sense. Life Orb, too, on this Pokemon. With only one attack, which is a really interesting choice here. Lumberry Gyarados, pretty standard. Okay. So my opponent was just basically self-Swagger stuff. It was Choice Spec Chandelure, which didn't make sense. The Heat Wave was doing way too much damage to my Togekiss, I felt like. The Whimsicott, Tailwind Endeavor, Dazzling Gleam, Encore. It's max HP Whimsicott, which explains why it was taking the attack so well. Okay. Because if it was like just 4 HP, 252 special attack, it would have went down to the Icy Wind Air Slash combination. Okay. So nice. We're able to pick up the first win with today's team. Nice. And let's get started and play the second game of today's episode. So, I think it's a pretty nice start overall. I think that even though we didn't get the G-Max Snorlax, we are going to be able to set it up at some point, I feel like. We got our next opponent, Alanek 27, as our second opponent, with the Shoma Rain team. So we got Dragapult, we got Togekiss, we got Pelipper, Ludicolo, Bronzong, and Rhyperior. So Trick Room's a weird matchup because I don't exactly have the best Trick Room answers, unfortunately, with this team. Man, I wish I had the Heat Wave on Togekiss now, because it'd be useful against a Bronzong, which I didn't exactly bring anything good for. So, I wish I had Taunt too. Taunt would be very nice here. Very nice here. This is gonna be a tough one for sure. I'm liking the Togekiss, I think, plus the, I think Togekiss plus Snorlax is fine here, because I can follow me, redirect stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to bring the Arcanine for Intimidate, because I'm pretty sure that Rhyperior is going to be annoying for me, and I think I'm going to bring the Silvally in the back. I don't think I can really pledge against this team, because I feel like my opponent's going to go for the Trick Room option, or at least like bring Rain but have Trick Room in the back, because of the fact that if I get a pledge, like it's very hard for my opponent's team to handle my team regardless, because like Those Pokemon that are relying on the rain as well as the speed is like they're very frail. So I feel like my opponent wouldn't do that. So let's see. I wouldn't be surprised to see Rain lead, but it looks like Rhyperior is leading. No, it's Pelipper Ludicolo. Okay. Interesting. I mean, my opponent can't knock out the Togekiss, which is pretty big. I kind of want to just go for a Dazzling Gleam off the bat. I could also go for a... I don't want to Dynamax Togekiss turn 1. I could follow me. I mean, I could Thunder Wave here, the Ludicolo, but I kind of want to break the Sash on Pelipper too. So I think I'm going to Dazzling Gleam and actually just attempt to Belly Drum. Because I feel like you're going to fake out something. Maybe go for Scald or Hurricane, but I think that wouldn't be too bad. Oh, Muddy Water. Oh, that's not good. That's doing a lot more damage than I would anticipate it. I forgot it was Muddy Water. Alright, so I have Dazzling Gleam, Scald gonna come out into the Snorlax slot. Yeah, I might not be getting Belly Drum of this game. I think I'm gonna, hopefully I'm out of range for Belly Drum, because I'm pretty sure I am. Okay, good, I'm surviving the turn, which is good. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna have to sack the setup Snorlax mode, or I could go for the Dynamax here, which maybe isn't the worst idea. Or I could just double edge the Ludicolo, because I think you're just going to Muddy Water again. Yeah. I'm going to Dazzling Gleam, go for a double edge here. I don't think you would Dynamax the Ludicolo. I think my opponent's trying to save up for the Dynamax Rhyperior play for the back. I'm going to just go for the Dazzling Gleam here, because I knock out the... I would knock out the Pelipper here. We are going to see the Muddy Water again. Togekiss avoids, which is nice, because I avoid any accuracy drops. I'm pretty sure I survived the next Muddy Water. Oh, wait, I did not. Oh, I misread my Togekiss HP stat. I thought it had 86. Well, that's unfortunate for my opponent. I do knock out the Pelipper, which is nice, and I will be able to, looks like it does get rid of the Ludicolo slot, so Ludicolo will go down here, but yeah, not exactly that clean right now. We do hang on with Snorlax, which, you know, if I do want to G-Max it in the end to try and regain the berry, it's not, like, impossible. We're going to see the Rhyperior come out, as well as the Bronzong. Yep. No surprise here. I think I do want to... I don't know who I'm going to Dynamax in the end game. I think my best chance right now is just trying to flinch the Bronzong down with Darkest Lariat into the Air Slash. I might as well go for it because I don't want to switch into a Rock Slide right now, which would be pretty dangerous for me. So I might as well just try to flinch down the Bronzong. We will go for the Darkest Lariat. It does reveal to have a berry on the Bronzong, which is that Cobra Berry. Get a bit of chip into that Bronzong, weaken it a bit. And let's see what my opponent does. Just going to go for the Earthquake, actually, and not even the Rock Slide, which is actually pretty good for me, because having Togekiss around is still useful. Alright. I'll definitely take that trade. We will see the Snorlax go down here, and let's see if Bronzong flinches. It does. Okay, that's pretty nice. I think Flare Blitz would knock out... Yeah, I get Intimidate off, and I'm pretty sure Flare Blitz would knock out the Bronzong with the Choice Band boost. I think it's Levitan the Bronzong, so I should be able to pick up the knockout into the Bronzong slot with the Flare Blitz, even in rain. And I'll go for Dazzling Gleam just to chip a bit at the Rhyperior, especially since I think Rhyperior might decide to Dynamax here, although my opponent could just go for the Rock Slide too. Should I close combat the Bronzong in case there's ally switch is a question too. I don't want to activate weakness policy if that's the case, so I think Flare Blitz is fine. We are going to see a Dynamax from my opponent. It's probably the Rhyperior. Maybe I should have just went for the Flare Blitz into Rhyperior though. I think the ally switch is coming out. Yeah, I think it would be I think it would come out, but let's see. Dynamax Rhyperior is coming out. God dang it, yeah, it was the ally switch. I should have Flare Blitzed the other slot. I should have thought about that more. At least I could chip into the Rhyperior, but it's not exactly that great. Because you're either setting up the Sand or you're getting a special defense boost, and either one's pretty bad for me. Especially since it's really hard for me to touch the Bronzong slot. So, let's see here. Gonna be the Max Rockfall. Who is it targeting? Probably the Arcanine, I'd assume. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty bad actually. I might have threw this game away, even though I got pretty lucky here. Arcanine's gonna go down here, bring out the Silvally. I still do have my Dynamax on deck that I can go for, and I think it is my best interest to Dynamax here. We'll go out on Silvally here, and I mean, we'll go for the Air Slash and the Bronzong, I guess, and we'll go for the... I could Parting Shot attempt, but I don't think it's really worth it. I am going to go for the Max Grass here into the Rhyperior. Because, like, I don't think it's, like, super helpful for me to go for the... Because I'm trying to think of what my opponent's going to do here. I'm not sure if you're going to go for... Would you go for the Ally Switch again? That is a very potential play. I guess it wouldn't be too bad for me technically, though. I don't think it would be too bad for me technically. So we'll bring out the Silvally here. Dynamax it. I didn't think I would Dynamax Silvally with this team. The last team that we used Silvally in, that was a team where we would Dynamax a lot. Not really with this game, though. Looks like there is no Ally Switch, which is good. Max Overgrow will come out. Should do about 50%. Yeah. I didn't think it would knock out. I do activate the weakness policy, but I think that's fine. I think Silvally can at least live one with the Dynamax. So let's see. I might have to flinch the Bronzong down. So let's see. We will go for the Air Slash into the Bronzong slot. And we get the flinch again. Max Rockfall into Togekiss. I assume you would max ground. Oh no, it does target Silvally. Yep, we do survive. We're able to heal our berry back, which is nice, and we have the grassy terrain that's healing us too. Let's see here. Oh, we didn't heal that much. We do get the flinch on the Bronzong though, which is pretty big. We also have the grassy terrain, which is going to be able to boost our grassy, or our max overgrow here. So, you know what? I want to predict Ally Switch. Should I Dazzling Gleam here and Max Overgrow? Because I think that would knock out the Bronzong. Problem is, I don't think I would knock... Would I knock out Rhyperior? Well, I do think Ally Switch is coming out. So I think I'm going to follow me and Max Overgrow, the Bronzong slot. Actually, no. I think your two plays would be to protect Trick Room attempt or to Ally Switch thing. So let's see. Yep, Ally Switch. Okay, got it. So we'll go for the Max Overgrow into the Rhyperior, knock it out. So, okay. Got a bit lucky in this game. Very lucky in this game, actually. But able to pull through. Which was good, because I actually originally was going to have the Super Luck Togekiss. So that's Serene Grace, 60% chance to flinch down a Pokemon. Really dumb, but we are going to be using the odds to our advantage here. And now we should be able to deal with the Bronzong by going for that Dazzling Gleam, which should be able to finish it off after another Max Overgrow. And the Bronzong really can't do much damage to us. Especially, I don't think it can touch Togekiss. I'm pretty sure it's Body Press Bulldoze, if I remember right, with Ally Switch Trick Room. Or maybe it had Hypnosis, I'm not too sure. Am I knocking it out? That's close. I mean, I should still win the game regardless. Okay, we do knock out the Bronzong. No critical hit necessary. Bronzong will go down. And the Pledge team is going to go off with a 2-0 start. So, I did anticipate what my opponent was going to do. That lead, I did call correctly. I didn't exactly have the best approach to deal with it, though. So, and completely forgetting it was Muddy Water. I actually had no idea it was Muddy Water. I thought it was Hydro Pump. So, yeah, that was a big mistake. What I could have done probably was just Dynamax the Togekiss immediately. Belly Drum up, and then my opponent would have been in a really terrible... Actually, no, I couldn't Belly Drum up no matter what, because Muddy Water Scald was coming out. So, I guess a few things I could have done. There was the Belly Drum play from my... well, here's the thing. I don't know if you're going to fake out with Ludicolo or not. So, I don't know if there's a play that guaranteed cover it. I would have preferred maybe a different lead here. Maybe something like the... I don't know what I would lead specifically. Let's see. I mean, I liked Silvally potentially as a lead. Maybe I could have Parting Shot into the Snorlax or Togekiss immediately, which could have been good. I liked having Arcanine in the back. I mean, there was definitely plays that I could have done better too. I think the lead I think I have to work on that because I don't think it was the best lead, but there was definitely plays I could have done better. And then that one turn with the Bronzong, the Flare Blitz, I should have went into the right period slot because I think Ally Switch was pretty obvious there. So yeah, I think that's what I should have done. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Back to Battles. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below, show support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description. There's my social media, the side saves of my channel, and a whole lot more. Otherwise, there is my other stuff you can check out down below, including the pay spin of this team. Share this video with friends, leave a comment down below, and leave a like down below, which really does help me out. Today's comment question of today is going to be, what do you think of pledges to combination attacks? Let me know in the comments down below. It's definitely an interesting strategy. We see it a few times here and there in VGC. We don't really see it too much, but I think it's one of those unique moves. Specifically, you know, great for VGC and doubles, obviously, because that's how the pledges work. And I think it's a really cool concept. So let me know your thoughts in the description down below, or in the comments down below. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.